Tmara is a seed of a new culture. So the aim of Tmara is to build a model, not too big so we can make the changes that we want to do in order to correct the model, and not too small in order to be complex enough that it can be a seed for a new culture. Yeah, it's not a seed for a village, it's not a seed for another family, it's a seed that needs to include all aspects of life. And in this model, we research how it can be to live on planet Earth in love, in trust, in truth, without violence. And it's a research. It's not that we say we have the answer and this is how we do it and this is how everyone are doing it. But we try to research every aspect of life, to question what do we eat, how do we eat, how do we make love, how do we speak with each other, how we solve conflicts, how we raise up our children. All of it without violence, all of it on a base of peace, of trust.
It makes sense for me to live in community because I think that without community we can live under the illusion that we can be independent. And this illusion, this whole story about being independent, autonomous individuals makes us really extractive as inhabitants of the earth. We take so much of the earth's resources to each create our own bubble to live in. And it's just not true. So it makes sense for me to live in community because it allows me to live more lightly on the earth and to find a way of greater honesty in sharing our resources. It's hard. For me, it's easier not to live in community. But it also feels somehow like a lie. Like, I think human beings are meant to live in community. The conventional reality, the normality that we have at the moment, it's a very expensive lie.
We all think it's my story and it's my issue and it's my disease. And when you zoom out, we realize, wow, it's a collective disease. For example, depression. How many people are suffering from depression? And when you look to the numbers, it goes up and up. For me, it's also, it's a sign of a cultural disease. Yeah, I'm not depressed because my mama and papa did it to me. Yeah, we all have our biographies, but our mamas and papas were born into a cultural disease of fear, of mistrust, of violence. When we realize this, that my issue is not my private issue, we realize also that my healing is not my private issue. And in order to heal me, I need to heal the whole culture. I need to make a system change.
There is a whole movement on this planet that is looking to bring the way that we live in closer harmony with nature. So I think Tmara is part of that movement.
Being a farmer is a political task. Now it's a time also of make sure that our food is coming closer to us, that we have intimate contact with our food. That we know from where it came from, we know who grew it, we know how it was growing, we know what was the impact on the surrounding. And so I love the smiles which I get when I bring the harvest, and more than this, I like the fact that our food is coming closer to our heart, to our consciousness, that we know what does it mean to grow food, what does it mean to put in our body this information, of peace information, food that was grown in a peaceful way.
Life is organized here in a really highly structured way, bringing the world that we create closer together with the world that created us. One has to keep choosing to be part of a story that's bigger than one's own life.
For me, living in community is a spiritual path. I learn who I am And I enlarge my consciousness through the eyes and the hearts of a circle around me. It's quite unique. Usually when we speak about spiritual path, we think about you need to go into an isolated mountain and to meditate, and only when you are alone, disconnected from anything, then you will get the truth, then you will get to know who you are. And my discovery is, wow, I learned so much from the circle, by them seeing me. And it's different archetypes in community. It's the mature man and the mature woman, and the young brother and the young sister, and my friend and the one who doesn't know me at all. They all see me, and through their eyes and feedback, I learn more, and I discover my blind spots, and I discover who I am and who I can be.
Trust is the experience where I no longer have to defend myself. I no longer have to protect myself from others. I feel safe. I can reveal my most tender points in the knowledge that I will be cared for and loved in the tenderness, and that won't be used against me. Individual development is about working in the group, making oneself transparent in the group, unlearning the ways that I kept myself safe, and realizing that I'm okay. The immune system can relax, the social immune system.
The journey of moving from fear to trust, for me it's a system change. We need as a society to change our habits, to change our foundation. It touches all aspects of life. It touches how we raise up our children, which values we give them, which surrounding we give them, how we love each other, the parents. So Tamara is aiming to put an end to patriarchy. Tamara is aiming to make peace between men and women after 1,000 of years of war. We are used to it, that our world is ruled by men. Men as population, as half of the population, but also men as a way of thinking. Yeah? The next step of evolution of culture is a culture of cooperation. When men and women, and more than this, the female energy and the male energy are really supporting each other in full trust and love. This is what we are aiming to.
Tamara, tu as changé ma perception du monde et ma perception de moi-même. Tu as été une de ces expériences dont on repart les poches pleines de trésors, de découvertes et d'espoir. Tu m'as permis de me plonger au plus profond de moi. Tu m'as permis d'accepter et d'apporter de la douceur autour de mes faiblesses et mes blessures, d'exprimer ma vulnérabilité et de découvrir quelles étaient les portes vers une connexion plus forte et humaine avec les autres. En parlant des autres, tu m'as fait découvrir qu'ils sont des miroirs, des panneaux indicateurs de notre relation à nous-mêmes. Avec toi, j'ai aussi découvert que ma famille était bien plus grande que ce que je pensais. J'ai pu ressentir pleinement que les plantes, les arbres, les animaux étaient mes frères et sœurs et qu'on était tous les enfants de la terre-mère. J'ai réalisé que dès qu'on s'autorise à poser nos yeux sur cela, on redécouvre la magie et la beauté qui nous entoure, où chaque espace est rempli de vie. Tu m'as montré qu'une autre histoire de l'être humain sur cette planète était possible. Tu m'as montré une direction où mon cœur et mon intuition peuvent pleinement s'exprimer. Tu m'as indiqué un chemin où je peux entrer pleinement dans la danse de la vie et où l'humain peut reprendre une place harmonieuse dans le cycle de celle-ci. Il est temps d'écrire cette nouvelle histoire. Une histoire dans laquelle la solution pour les 3 petits cochons ne sera pas de construire une maison en briques pour s'isoler et se protéger du méchant loup, mais plutôt d'inviter le loup chez soi, de lui offrir à manger et d'apprendre à le connaître.